Behind me is my 2014 Chevy 1500 9-inch Mcgaughys lift 24x14s with way too many miles. And I finally dropped the lifter in the engine and ultimately had to rebuild the whole engine. That was good, that was good. Had to rebuild the whole engine. The general consensus across everybody that's looked at it is Alex needs a new motor. Yay! On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? That's what 250,000 miles and very little oil changes will do to an engine. Great way to start the video out today. I don't have my camera with me, but I'm pretty sure that I lost all the oil pressure in my truck, in the silver truck. So the engine's either fried or the oil pump or something. I don't know what the deal is. This is a problem. Battery's about to be dead. Now I can't roll the window back up. All right, well, can't roll the window down now apparently because the window almost didn't go back up. So I'm stuck on the side of 75. Chewy's gonna come get me. Truck's gonna get picked up in a couple hours. I thought the transmission would go first, I'm not gonna lie, because the transmission was already on the way out. But started knocking really bad. And then I just watched the oil pressure drop. So I finally pulled over on the side of the road and there it goes. Great way to start the day. All right, so we've got somebody coming to pick up the truck right now. Sean has come and picked me up. Thank God I'm gonna buy Sean some Chick-fil-A for coming to get me this morning. But the bow tie is stuck on the side of 75. And it'll be at the shop in a couple hours. There's already a driver to come get it, but hey! That's how we're starting the day off today, baby. Let's get it. It looks good on the back of the tow truck, don't it? Look how fast it's going. Look, it is going fast. That's faster than it's ever moved. Transmission shifting pretty good up there, huh? Sweat. Me. Oh, my poor baby. I'll just park it in the back. Just me up, brother. It looks good up there, though. No center caps. You know, you were the person I wanted to call. I told Leonard, I said, "What's my buddy over there? Tell him to come get it."
I came and got it. What you done did to the truck, man?
So the oil pressure went out, and I'm pretty sure the engine's done for. I don't know. I was riding down the road and it started making a knocking noise, and it died on me. So I couldn't get it to crank afterwards. I pulled off on 75, and there she goes. But I'm thinking trans is already going out, engine's going out, so we just rebuild all of it, throw a cam in it, and ride out. Might as well. Duramax swap it or something, just have a good time with it, you know? Nah, the money, yeah, no, the money, yeah, all the fake money in the cup holder.
I said, what the hell going on in here? I'm going to a stripper party later on.
Take your little $100 tip out of there.
Got plenty of it.
And probably do a new oil pump while we're here.
Might as well, bro. Put some kettles and shit on.
Yeah, we going to. You just need to, I mean, it's going to save you a lot of money.
I just rebuilt it.
Yeah. DOD delete, cam, headers, they come with the lifters.
Yeah, now you got to buy the tram.
I've always had my issues with this truck over the years. Two blown differentials. I had something with the rear end one time. It's always been something with this truck, but it's been a great truck. I just hit 280,000 miles on the truck yesterday, even though I got it re-geared, so it's not really 280, but technically it is 280. And this is definitely the worst of the issues that I've ever had. Ultimately, from what we can tell, I've dropped the lifter, so it's like the DOD issue. And for me to get this far, to not blow the transmission, and to not have any really major engine issues, never done spark plugs, never done any maintenance to the truck other than the normal oil changes and maybe like a thermostat one time, I think. And then I had the normal issue with the condenser at 100,000 miles that people have with the AC. But for the most part, no complaints. I can't be upset to be having this issue. But let me break down exactly what happened for you guys. So ultimately, I'm riding down the road this morning on the way to work, and I heard a little scraping noise in the truck. It seemed like it was something that was underneath the truck almost, right? And I just couldn't figure it out, so I turned the radio down at one point, and I heard it's almost like something was like scraping on the truck. I don't know why. It sounded like something was scraping on the dash every time I'd hit the brake. But long story short, 10-20 minutes later, the noise comes back, and I realize that every time I'm hitting the gas and applying pressure to the gas pedal, there's a knocking noise coming from the engine. And within 5 or 10 minutes after that, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm far enough away from work. If you guys know the airport in Atlanta, I'm still about maybe 30-45 minutes from the shop. I'm losing power to the truck, and I pulled off on the side of the road, and as soon as I pulled off on the side of the road, all the oil pressure dropped out of the truck. So obviously, I'm assuming worst case scenario, I've cracked the block, I've done something, I've just completely destroyed the engine. I couldn't even crank the truck at the time. You guys should have saw me on the side of the road. I was way too close to the interstate before I had moved the truck, and I actually threw it in neutral, and between vehicles passing by, I jumped out of the truck, and I'm like pushing the truck trying to get it off the immediate side of the road where 18-wheelers are passing by me. So long story short, I'm hoping, after looking at the truck when we first got here, you guys saw that clip, I'm hoping that it's just a lifter that's dropped. I can do the DOD delete, really essentially rebuild the engine. You know, the block is still good. Rebuild the engine, put a small cam in it, redo the transmission, fix everything, oil leaks, all that stuff, and ride into the sunset. Still $4,000 or $5,000, hopefully, in a couple weeks of time or something like that, however long it takes to get it all fixed. But ultimately, not worst case scenario. I knew that it was coming eventually, right? There's no way for me to not drive the truck long enough and the engine not explode or have some kind of major issue like this at some point. Caliper locked up on this truck about a month ago. Driving home, I'm gonna put a picture of it on here so you guys can see it. And I got both of the pads and rotors and calipers swapped out on this truck the other day. Everything's good on this truck. Cranks and runs, it's got heat, no AC. I got a couple things I want to do to it, but we're gonna be whipping the Saturn on 22s for the time being. Thank God I went and got this truck about a month ago, because I would be screwed right now. So seems like when it rains it pours, but every now and then timing is good. So we're gonna be whipping the single cab here for the next couple of weeks. It'll be a week tomorrow since I dropped the lifter in the truck, and I'm surprised the battery's not dead. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. I got the cam install kit and all the accessories needed for the cam install. I did get my headers in the other day. I was gonna go with, what is it, Speed Engineering, but these were just readily available. I'll probably swap to a Cook's header or something like that. These are a Flowtech from Summit down the street. It is very nice to have Summit literally down the street from us. So, you know, any parts that we need, I can get pretty quick. And then I have my S&B cold air intake. I'm gonna update the cold air or the intake system and do an S&B cold air intake on the truck while I have everything torn apart. And then we did get the transmission yesterday as well. So I have the transmission, I have everything that I need for the transmission. The programmer for that will be in a couple of days. I've got the cam install kit, the DOD delete, and all the little accessories for that. My rear main seal with the plate will be here tomorrow, and then I've got my S&B intake. We're going to be swapping out the oil pump, fuel pump. I got the coolant leak to figure out, and then I'm sure my reservoir tank, I got to swap that out. I got one inside. I got a whole bunch of little stuff to do. I still got to put the center caps on. It still looks really clean from when Matt cleaned it like 2 days before the lifter dropped, obviously. We're finally getting some parts in, depending on how cold it is later. It's been one of those really cold days out here today. I really want to stay and kind of start on it, and I think we're gonna get the engine out get the transmission out within the next couple of days, hopefully before the weekend, so we can go ahead and send the core back for the transmission. It's $720 core on the transmission that I would love to get the money back for. So we're gonna try and get that pulled out so we can get that money back. Really the only things that I can do in this whole process are take the grill and stuff off. That's really the only thing that I can do, and then spend the money for the parts, obviously. I don't know how to do any of the work. So, and then I got a shop locally that's gonna do the tune for me, which I'm really excited about. So hopefully that goes well. Quick little update for you guys on the bow tie. Today is the day. I'm officially starting the tear down of the bow tie. Like I said, there ain't much that I can do, but I can start tearing the truck down. We're gonna get the engine cover, the grill, and the headlights and the valance off. Make the job a little bit easier for them tomorrow to start taking the engine out and the transmission out. While I was messing with the front end of the truck, the rear main seal showed up, which is cool. I've never claimed to do all the work to my truck. I've always been the kind of person that would rather pay somebody to make sure it's done right.
There you go, Darren.
Bro, it's leaking something out of the front. What? It's leaking something out of the front.
Leaking?
I don't know.
Leaking oil?
No, it's not oil. Probably coolant. Traction control's on, asshole. Bro, you suck, bro. You suck. Bro, you suck. Meet my alignment's all off. You good? Really? Yeah.
A little bit.
Bro, it's gonna overheat.
It's gonna overheat.
You're gonna overheat my engine. I need to do a lot of things. You probably done blown everything out of it. No, for real. When you first cranked it up, it leaked all kinds of fluid, like right up front here.
Probably no coolant.
It probably ain't got no more. That's probably where the leak was, yeah.
It's tied in both sides. I don't know what that's.
We can take that out. That's from the lights that was in it that Jordan put in. Bro, what are you doing? What are you creeping on?
You gotta take the exhaust off.
Literally creeping on. See what I did there? Because you're on a creeper. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
You know what's so up?
What?
You had just got done putting them traction bars.
I just put the traction bars. I just did the lift kit and everything, and now I'm having to just ruin my truck again. You know, it's always something, isn't it, Leonard? Always something. I'm gonna rebuild my engine and my transmission before I even put my center caps on.
Ain't even put the center.
Ain't even put the center caps on. I'll be throwing. Why are you throwing? Huh? This is the first time since I had the light bars installed that my bumper's been off. Kind of weird to see. I used to get so many questions about the light bar brackets, and it's just some homemade brackets back here that somebody had put on the truck at some point, which is so funny to me. But it's a good chance for me to get these working again because they haven't worked for like 6 months. That's crazy.
I have to get new studs for this.
Bro, what are you doing?
Bro, I'm dropping your exhaust.
My exhaust?
Yes.
You gonna cut my cats out too?
Might as well.
Right. I take it. I gave it a ride. Ride. He goes drive his truck off the mall.
What is it?
Lawnmower.
Trash. 100%.
Bro, John, what are you doing down there, buddy?
All I'm saying is,
You doing meat?
Not pull his engine out.
We pulled this in like an hour ago and we're already pulling the engine out already. The boy's working. Jonathan's been working on the same bolt down there for an hour and a half.
I've been disconnecting transmission.
What are we gonna do with that? See that big dent? For my fat ass. How that works. What's that? A couple weeks ago. A week ago. A week ago today, actually. So I'm putting a cam in and all kinds of fun stuff. Might as well put a new transmission in the mom out.
Yeah, he said he can pick it up. All right. Y'all help me. Move forward. Y'all help me. Hold on. Hit that jack a little bit back. All right. What's holding us, Mikey? Hold on. Pick it up. Somebody has to get back here with me. Hold on. What? You were hung up area. Alright, well, watch us. Make sure we're clear. Alright? Alright. Can you get to those sensors on the back of the intake? Hello. Y'all gonna have to pick the back of the transmission up. Gotta get the engine back. Y'all gonna have to stand up top probably and grab it. Yeah, I know. Go up. And then transmission separator, you take that oil cooler and those lines off.
¿Qué pasa, güey? Nada, güey. Engine's out. Transmission's out. Chewy's out. So we got the truck pushed outside this morning. Engine's out, transmission is out. Everything's torn off the front. I got Matt over here finally cleaning out the inside. I haven't had the inside of this cleaned out in years. So I literally have taken every single thing other than papers that I've got underneath the center console, but those will come out. I've got everything taken out of the truck. Everything, front seat, back seat. I've even found two brand new sets, one set of Oakleys and one set of Costas that I didn't even know that I had. Brand new in the little box that they come in. Getting this thing cleaned out today. We're gonna get the front of the truck cleaned out, degreased. The engine's getting degreased today.
We got a Chick-fil-A receipt from Tallahassee, Florida from 2018.
2018.
Been on the game for a while.
Chick-fil-A from 2018, bro. That needs to go in the archive, bro. Where'd you find that?
Wedged up, back up in here in the seat.
We gotta keep that, bro.
Give that to you.
Yeah, let's keep that. That's legendary.
Been got Chick-fil-A for a while.
That's proof. Hey, that's proof. Hey, we've been
my boy some free meals.
Yeah, we've been on this grind, baby. The Matt for coming through and cleaning the truck up. I got parts in the truck. I got trash in the truck. I got shoes and clothes and sunglasses, all kinds of crap in here, bro. Gonna get the baby cleaned out. It won't be running until probably sometime next week, but they're getting the engine cleaned up for me today. What?
We want this.
What is that? Do I need that? Or should I get a new one? Probably get a new one. Nah. Bro, who's working right now, bro? Bro, who's working right now?
Bro, calm down.
Who's working right now? Matt's working.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Matt's working.
That sad bow tie.
That sad bow tie over there.
Bow tie.
That sad looking bow tie.
Still. You can do a cold start?
No, I can't do a cold start. Jack.
Still looks better than your box. Bro, who's working right now?
Bro!
Whoa, whoa!
You should be working.
Whoa!
To the phone!
Whoa!
To the phone!
Being aggressive right now.
Get to work.
Phone! Shut up. Shut up, me. I'm not gonna lie. It does look... Is it? Have you already degreased it?
Yeah, they did.
It does look like a newer engine now. At least this part. This part looks a lot cleaner.
The front of it where it was all black.
That too. And it's not black anymore. We might get somewhere with this, you know? I'm getting rained on. Jeez. You owed him?
Sir?
Pleasure.
Gang.
Pleasure. Gang, gang.
Gang, bro.
Roast them! Roast them!
Oh, look at that black smoke. Oh. Nice little cloud.
Tornado.
A brand new truck.
Brand new, cleaned out truck. Just smoked me out like that. What's this?
All that. What the Come on.
All right, what's the question? Let's hear it.
Okay, so these two said yes. I said no.
Can I shouldn't film this.
No, you shouldn't. Oh, yeah.
Okay. They got the engine tore down yesterday, and I'm probably exposing myself a little bit, but I think this is worst case scenario for me. The lower half of the engine, being that it has 250,000 miles, does not look the best. So we have two options. We either buy a whole new lower half, which is however many $1,000s you want to spend. Do a couple of recommendations. We have a local shop here that's going to hopefully rebuild the lower half for me. But they got everything tore apart yesterday. They got the headers off, just the lower half completely tore down, oil pan off, heads off, which are sitting over here. So everything's tore down, and the general consensus across everybody that's looked at it is Alex needs a new motor. Yay! On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? That's what 250,000 miles and very little oil changes will do to an engine.
Sludge.
Sludge. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So we got to get it boxed up, and there's a machine shop on Monday we're going to drop it off to. Sludge. Yum. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to see how Alex destroys the next engine that goes in the truck. Yay! We need a new engine, guys, so make sure you guys like and subscribe because I need your help. I'm not rich, by no means. I'm not rich, I need your help. I need you guys to like and subscribe and share all the content, and go watch the podcast on the Fury Tread Talk channel because that just dropped on YouTube. Audio version will drop on all platforms on Monday. The bow tie is looking pretty sad over there right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking pretty sad. Like I said, we're gonna get this dropped off on Monday. We're gonna have them tear it down. If all goes as planned, I'm sure I'm gonna need to replace some stuff in the lower half. It's inevitable. If all goes as planned, they'll rebuild the lower half in a week or two. They'll refinish and clean out the heads for me, and then we have everything that we need, top to bottom of the engine, to go ahead and start the rebuild. I thought half of the technically half the process is done. The teardown is completely done. Now it's about cleaning and rebuilding. So hopefully this is the last teardown video with bad news, and we can drop it off, and hopefully things go smoothly at the machine shop next week. Knowing me, it's not gonna go smoothly though, so like and subscribe, help your boy out. Behind me is my 2020, not 2020, what am I talking about? 2014 Chevy 1500 9-inch Mcgaughys lift, 24x14s with way too many miles. And I finally dropped the lifter in the engine and ultimately had to rebuild the whole engine. That was good, that was good. Had to rebuild the whole engine, and we're dropping the engine off at the engine shop. Hopefully we'll get it back quick, fingers crossed. We got the engine taken out of the truck last Friday. And we're loading everything up currently, take it to the machine shop so we can get the lower half rebuilt. And Leonard's throwing the oil pan back on the bottom of the engine so we can get it loaded up, and I'm gonna take it to the shop this morning. That's the goal today, get it dropped off at the shop, and then we wait. back outside. This is where it sits during the day when it's not raining. The terrifying part about this, I told you guys in the last video that we're about halfway through the process. We're completely done with the tear down, and I'm hopeful that this is the last bit of bad news that comes with the build process. Now, obviously, the last thing that could happen here is we take it to the engine shop and they just tell me that it's completely trashed and I have to buy a new one, or they hit me with some crazy astronomical bill to rebuild the lower half, or short block as somebody had come in it. This is the stressful part about this because I'm hoping that I'm home free and the build can start once this is done. But again, I have to wait for the machine shop to give me their bad news ultimately first. So now I get to drop it off, load it up, drop it off, and it becomes a waiting game. I was gonna let Jake film, but I didn't think he'd want to leave behind the counter.
You about to bust a rap?
Bust a rap?
Rap.
No, not a shot.
Country.
Can we make a country song? Come on, Jim Jan, let me show you something. Set of wheels there. Oh, you parked all the way on the end. Freaking sweat. They just sweat us down out here. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
That's right.
Come on. Come on. Let's see.
Only if you give me my date.
Bro, put your zipper up, bro.
I'm ready for it.
Zipper up.
I'm ready. I told you I dreamed about it last night.
Put your zipper up. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Looking at trash.
Woo!
Trash, buddy.
New pistons?
Yeah, that thing has got to be fully assembled.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, they knocked the DOD delete in there though.
I was gonna show you guys the new engine. Well, not new engine, the rebuilt engine that finally came back. But
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
He wasn't gonna tell you about what my dream was about.
Leonard had a dream last night that he keeps telling me about that I can't put in the video.
You can put it in there, you just don't want to because you don't want me getting to her. Hello?
Well, we got our engine back is really all I came out here to show you, but there ain't really much to show you other than the block that's sitting here. So now I get to fight back and forth with the guys in the shop about when they're gonna get it done. So may take a couple days, may take a couple weeks, but the engine's back. Look, look, look. There's a really bad storm coming through really the southeast of the country today. So a lot of schools, a lot of businesses are closed. And the part that's terrifying to me is my truck is sitting outside, which isn't the scary part. It's the fact that I don't know if you guys remember, my window is stuck down and I just very nonchalantly taped a couple trash bags over the window just to keep the weather out of it, not assuming we were gonna have some kind of just obnoxious winter storm come through. We're gonna roll the door up real quick and see if the trash bags are still there. Fingers crossed. Yeah! Y'all see that? Yeah, look at the trash bags holding up, buddy. Hell yeah. I'm calling Jimmy out. Calling Jimmy out in my video. So we picked the engine up the other day and we got it all the way back to the shop and he left the heads at the machine shop. Yay! So Alex has to go all the way back and pick those up. I need a lot of things.
Can I get your mounts? Because we left the mounts on the block.
Okay. I need to pick up a lot of things from the engine shop. This is the point here.
Gotta make sure we have everything so we can put it back together. If we had everything here, I could have the engine put back together today, but
interesting.
just missing some stuff. So I need that DOD plate. So I can put your high pressure pump back on top.
So we need, let's go inside and make a list. We need DOD plate, we need heads, we need the side mounts.
Yeah, the engine mount.
Engine mounts.
Put new ones on there.
Oh, the engine mounts probably in the back of my truck. I'm 99% sure.
Probably take them off, I'm not sure.
I'm 99% sure they're in the back of my truck. If they're not super expensive, we'll order new ones. So.
Yeah, you need this gasket for this air pump.
Is that something that I can? Beautiful.
Gasket. That, and then we need a gasket for your oil cooler.
Okay. I guess Leonard would have taken it all off, so we'd have to ask Leonard.
So it might still be in the truck because it's got lines that run into it. So it might still be in the truck. Just gotta look at it.
Okay. Goal, if we're lucky, is to at least have all the parts here today. I'm not gonna assume.
The sooner you can get them here, the quicker.
Sooner I can get the parts. If we had everything here, the engine could be put back together today. If we get all the parts today. So let's focus on getting all the parts today. I have to go to the machine shop in this weather. Great. So I left my camera at the shop to go pick up the heads for the truck. And well, they already grabbed them out of the truck. I had to drive all the way back because Jimmy didn't get the heads to the truck. When I got there, I'm gonna put a clip in the video of when I first realized that this has happened. My day's going. Perfect example. Perfect example. Yep. But I had dumped a gallon of paint, long story short, on the whole inside of this truck. So that's kind of how my day is going today, just to give you guys a heads up. I went to go pick up the engine parts, and that's what I had waiting for me, making room in the front seat for the headers. One of the benefits to working here at Southern Tire is how close we are to Summit Racing. And for a long time, I have taken that for granted because Summit keeps so much stuff in stock, especially when it comes to engine stuff. So 90% of the stuff that I need to rebuild my engine in this video comes from your local places like AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced, or Summit. So I'm running to Summit. One of the things that held up my engine rebuild process was the oil pan gasket and the water pump, the oil pump being incorrect. So I had to get new ones of those, and that held me up for like a week and a half to get the engine back. So now I need to take those back, get my money, and I'm picking up water pump, trans cooler, and something else, longer spark plug wires. And just like that, 5 minutes down the road, Summit Racing. Gotta love it. 99% sure that we have all of our parts to start rebuilding the engine. The machine shop did their thing, lower half is built, cam is in, DOD delete is in. They've ported and polished the lower half and the heads. Heads are on and torqued down. I'm gonna put a clip in the video so y'all can see that.
Oh, I don't get that part.
Terrifying. We've got spark plugs, wires, all of our gaskets, to get a trans cooler from Summit earlier, water pump, new belts, new oil pressure sensor. I'm sure there's gonna be another couple $100 worth of crap that's thrown on to the top of this, but the next video will be us finishing the engine and trying to attempt to put it back into the truck. Well, not attempting, it will go back into the truck.
Moving it. They got a belt on the AC compressor.
What it is.
He would be a little upset. He would just
Straight hit it, straight ahead. Right to your right. Keep going, straight, straight.
yeah, move this shit.
Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex.
This is terrifying. You got brake? You want me to get up there?
That sad bow tie.
I believe in you.
I haven't been nervous or scared about something like this in a long time. And I don't want to say scared is the right word. Having so much money tied up into something, I've never been the one to want to do any kind of performance mods. Obviously, being put in the position that I'm in, it makes sense to do some of these things since I'm already spending all the money. It's 12 o'clock, truck's getting tuned today.
Truck should be here within the next couple hours, and I haven't been nervous or stressed about something like this in such a long time. I mean, I've had the truck for 8 years, almost 9 years now probably, and I don't know, that truck is just what's built the channel. This is such a big moment. I mean, what if you crank the truck one time and it blows up, or, you know, I mean, it just, I don't know, scary moment. I just wanted to express my concerns to you guys behind the channel before the truck shows up. So fingers crossed everything goes well today. Either way, let's get this bread.
Biggest truck update. Biggest truck update in the build so far. The truck is running, and we're gonna go here, but we're gonna get Chinese first, and John's driving. Let's go.
Use your remote start, dude.
Do what?
Remote start.
I have remote start when the check engine line ain't on. Truck's on the trailer. It's going to the tuner on Thursday. Today is Monday. First start I've ever heard in person. I'm scared. I'm really terrified. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
It's supposed to be really loud. I don't think the video does it justice. Look how good it looks though. It's the first time I've heard it run in 3 months with the cam, with everything. Uh-oh. Look, I know what you guys are thinking. Definitely sounds different. A lot different than I expected, a lot different than the blue truck that I had put in the video previously, which I'm gonna put a clip in so you guys can hear the difference. That has more of a race truck sound to it. Mine, having such a big tip on the back, is changing the sound drastically. It's not tuned, and the exhaust has a bunch of leaks in it too. So I've got 2 issues to get fixed before we'll have the actual sound. But once we get the truck back Friday, the video is gonna drop on a Wednesday night. The next day it'll get tuned on a Thursday, and I'll have it back in my possession Friday, finally. Once we get it back, we'll be able to hear the final sound, because it is straight pipe, no cats, no muffler. So just straight piped all the way back to the big tip. We'll be able to see what it sounds like. I've already got a muffler here for it. I can't decide if I want to do the single axle dump still or do true duals, or at least an X pipe. There's a bunch of different options. Drop comments below about what you guys think I should do to the exhaust. My truck's pulling into the shop. I know, I see it, I know.
Box has arrived!
Oh God.
Woo! Brother, on that thing. Heck yeah, Alex.
I've been terrified all day about this moment. Dropping the truck off in the morning to get the exhaust done. So how it sounds now doesn't really matter, but it's 100% done, tuned, ready to drive, and I can take it home tonight if I want to. This is such a big moment. Meat!
What up, what up?
Oh, I'm so scared. I mean, the truck's done. What do I gotta be scared about, you know?
I don't know what you're scared about.
I've already got it set up to drop it off in the morning to get the exhaust done. Oh, it's freaking done.
It's done. Almost.
Almost. Exhaust is almost done, but
yeah.
We got a couple things we need to do. What is going on here?
I was looking in the mirror, looking at that too. I was like,
Oh, I bet there's no covers on the back. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, I'm just happy to have it back. I could drive it home if I wanted to. What are y'all doing?
What you doing, Max? I didn't put it on the back there. Go look.
What are y'all doing? I don't know what they got going on.
let's get this thing off. That's all he's worried about is what it looks like.
It's all dirty and nasty and need to rotate the tires.
Center cap? Center cap?
Center caps are going on. The center cap holes are fixed. Center cap holes are fixed. Oh, jeez. Back that thing up.
Tension.
Back that thing up on you.
Breaking.
That's you ran over that the other day. You ran over that, not me. The Domino's sign. Let's go, bro. Throw it on the top, baby. Hold on here.
Record him doing it.
Yeah. Come on, let's.
Iconic moment.
Throw that thing on the top, baby. Got the magnet on it.
Jesus, that sun is hot.
I'm ready to deliver some pizzas, baby. Domino's, I got it right. Let's get this bread, baby. Look. Freaking truck is back.
Bro, do some tires, bro.
We gotta get it cleaned up. Matt's gonna come wash it tomorrow. It's fine. We got a bunch of stuff we still need to do to it, but it's tuned, running, and done. I could drive it home if I want to. This is a crazy moment. I don't even know how to act right now. I don't know what to say. What?
The compression strut.
I got.
We gotta drill them. We gotta put the faceplates on them. So I took them off, and we just didn't do it while the truck was gone. So maybe John will do that for me today.
Yeah, put the
No.
This is a big moment. Brand new engine. I got all my cab bolts back.
Get the good out.
Crazy. Keys in it?
It's ready to go.
I don't want to back it off the rack.
Why not?
Honestly, I'll let you back it off.
Back it off, do a burnout.
Bro, it's hot out here. No check engine light? Yeah, this is crazy. Bro, I haven't driven this truck in months, bro. I'm scared to break it. Should I leave it this loud?
Yeah. That don't sound that bad.
It doesn't sound as bad as I thought it would. I'm definitely gonna change the exhaust setup. John's leg. It definitely drives different. The shift points are different. I don't know. It's gonna take some time to get used to. Obviously, this is the first 45 seconds, first minute of me driving it. So I forgot what it's like to have AC in a truck. Stupid. Oh, is they still back there? Yeah, he is.
Well, it's too loud.
I gotta put exhaust on it tomorrow. There's no exhaust on it right now.
Huh?
I gotta put exhaust on it tomorrow. There's no exhaust on it. Like this?
Bro, put all the windows up, you can't hear it.
Yeah, but it's outside though.
Who cares? So it don't sound that bad. Plus you're gonna be listening to music, so it's not even that bad.
I gotta fix the exhaust. I'm trying to like turn the radio down to turn it down how loud it is. It drones pretty bad. Yeah. It's way too loud. We're going. I can't even talk while it's running because it's so loud. Can't hear what you're saying.
That exhaust it was dangling on the axle when we got back after tuning it.
Ah, buddy. Domino sign's great. So we're gonna rotate the tires, put the center caps on, clap that thing out. We're actually putting the center caps on. Matt's gonna come wash it tomorrow because I put the tape on the side and it completely destroyed it. There's bird all over it. No, the Domino sign looks good. Shut up. This is my pizza getter. Rotate the tires, put the center caps on. I gotta get John to do my little things in the next video or tomorrow, whenever. I need to get the all-in car. Shout out Rashad, but I'm taking that off. I might swap different tail lights. My headlight's leaking and it's got fog all in it like the Amazon rainforest. I don't know, we're gonna drive it home tonight and just kind of see how it goes. Tommy's gonna do the exhaust for me at Overtime. Shout out Tommy at Overtime. We're gonna get rid of the big tip. Maybe I'll give it away to a subscriber or something, I don't know. But we're going duals on it with some mufflers because it's way too loud. That red Mcgaughys kit and them red KG1's looking good though, huh? Looking good. So I drove it home last night and it's definitely way too loud. That came off a lot easier than I thought it would. If you guys remember, I had the door taped or the window taped over. Duct taped. Or it was I don't know if it was duct tape or painter's tape. Anyway, it melted to the door. Good. Yeah, it was not good. So, and John was super upset with me for not letting him fix it yesterday, and I just thought he was gonna scratch the out of my door. So, Matt is really the only person I've ever let touch this truck since I've started at Southern Tire in the last 3 years. So, I'll wait and always let Matt do it, and it still doesn't look bad, but sitting for 3 months, 4 months almost, it's gonna get kind of dirty. So Matt's up here to wash it today. He said I should leave the straight pipe. No. It's a little obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like driving it down the interstate like that, but I wanted to hear it one time back and forth to and from the house. And my gas, it took me half a tank of gas just to get here this morning. Yeah, I gotta get the tune switched up. There's a couple of shift points. Yeah, tuned to 93. I mean, I really didn't take any shortcuts on this one this time. Matt's gonna get it washed up for us. I've got 2 different mufflers that are going on this. We're gonna do a different exhaust setup that you guys will see before the end of the video. And as soon as he's done, we're gonna drop it off at the exhaust shop so we can get that swapped over. She do be looking kind of good though. Yeah. I gotta get the front compression bars put on at some point. I'm not taking this to OBI. We're mobbing in the single cab to Orange Beach this weekend. I'm not driving this 12 hours round trip as soon as I got it built. Oh, jeez. We dropped the truck off at the exhaust shop. I actually had a comment yesterday that if it doesn't go to overtime to get the exhaust done work, then it's junk, and I 100% agree. Tommy's gonna take care of us today. I'm in a rush to get back to the shop, so I hopped in the back of the single cab. We're going back to work. I got Matt driving me. Hopefully I don't fall out of the back of this thing. But I'm tired of it sounding like a tractor, and I'm tired of it sounding like crap, and the truck's way too loud, so we're headed back to the shop, and we'll come pick it up when it is done. Let's get his bread. Shout out to Tommy. does not care. This truck's got 750 horsepower. He does not care. The burnout! The burnout! What the fuck, bro? Jesus Christ! I gotta see what broke. Hey, yeah, I gotta get my stuff. Something on the ground.
I don't know.
Is that a shock bushing?
That look like a shock bushing. Oh, shock bushing? Yeah, that's a shock bushing right there. Jesus, he sent that.
That's a swaling bushing.
Swaling?
Yeah.
I have been posting some teasers of the truck and the exact setup or the current setup of the truck now. I've got the truck tuned and the exhaust done. I'll give you guys a cold start of the current exhaust setup with the cam and the tune and the new exhaust. The truck hasn't been started in almost 2 days. If I can get this to work. Cold start after 2 days.
Wait for it to idle down so we hear the chop. That sounds so good. I love that so much. Nice little chop to it.
Alex is actually freaking working tonight. That's what's happening. I got my hands dirty a little bit. So I brought the truck back to Vandy. We're doing the 500-mile break-in, oil change, and we're putting a really big Mishimoto transcooler on it. Keep the trans cool. And my fog lights haven't worked in years, or it seems like at least a year. So I've been messing with the lights, and I think maybe I got it working. It's a moment of truth. I'm almost excited about the fog lights working as I am the engine being done. It's a big moment. Hey!
Boy, them things are bright.
Let's go! Fixed by your boy, too.
Alex can do something.
Come on now. Now, there's no guarantee how long this will work. God, fog lights work. Let's get this bread, baby. Isn't that right? Yeah. I drove the truck for about a week. We did the 500-mile oil change that you guys saw. Got the fog lights working. I was supposed to go to Florida Saturday. Got to the gas station on the way home Friday night, and I got to the gas station, went into the gas station, turned the truck off, came back outside, and the truck wouldn't start. And I went back and forth thinking that maybe the battery had died because I had to hardwire the lights for the fog lights. So I'm thinking maybe I just hardwired it and it killed the battery, but I don't think that's the case because the fog lights don't have power when the truck is off. I can't turn the fog lights on because it's still the factory switch, factory wiring and everything. So, and the truck's not even like trying to turn over. The truck's got plenty of power. All the dash lights are coming on, lights, music, everything. But when I go to turn it, it clicks one time and that's it. It won't try and turn over at all. So I didn't think it was the battery. Maybe it was the start. Guy with a tow truck happened to pull into the gas station a couple minutes later. I was able to try his jump box. That wouldn't work. I had a friend of mine come by, put the jumper cables on the truck. That wouldn't work. So at that point, I'm super upset at this point. I'm frustrated. Those of you that know, I've been having a lot of back problems over the last week, which is a completely different conversation in itself, but I'm limited to doing really anything. Getting out of the truck is a nightmare in itself. Any of y'all that know me in person, have seen me at the shop, know how bad it is. So at this point, I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to shout out to Corner Lot Towing down there in the Mcdonough area. They were going to come pick the truck up the next day. And I'm on the phone with my boss man, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. He said, man, just try the truck one more time. We'd already pushed it into a spot. I had a random guy at the gas station help me. I had already gotten all my stuff out of it. I go to turn it over one time and it cranks. And I'm just like, thank the Lord. So at that point, I have to make a decision. Do I take it to my house, or at almost 9 o'clock at night, do I drive all the way straight to the shop and just say, screw it, swap trucks and leave it there till Monday? So I took it to my house. I parked it in the yard, new house that I'm in, and this is where we're sitting. So I don't know if the truck's going to start. I have a new starter that I got. I have no idea if the truck's going to start, but we're just here to see. Either way, if it doesn't start, I got a new starter, and I'm just hoping it's the starter at this point. So let's crank the truck and see if it's even keys in my pocket. I have a feeling now that the starter has cooled down that maybe it'll start, but it will start, yes. My camera's about to die too, so I'm trying to do this real quick. So turn the truck off. Cranks again. Wow. Well, that's annoying. Because I fought back and forth with this thing for probably an hour at the gas station. That's annoying. So now do I change the starter anyway? I don't know what to do. I'm frustrated and my back hurts. I have no idea what to do, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I never updated you guys on the dash drama that I have going on with the truck, so here we go. All I'm gonna tell you guys is something died in the dash. That's all I'm gonna say. So I've still got the glove boxes torn out and there's a lower piece down there that's still gone, but something has had, past tense, it's gone now, it's cleaned out. AC works again, new blow motor and new cabin air filter. Something died and fell into the blow motor and it sounded like a brick dropped into it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. I got about 15 black ice air fresheners in this truck, so if I open this door and you're within 100 yards of this truck, you smell it in a good way. So I gotta get the glove box and everything put back in. So, I mean, that's not a huge deal. That's easy to do. It takes like 5 minutes. The only other thing I really want to double check before we go to Orlando this weekend in the truck is this wasn't happening before the engine went out. So I think just the headlights being out of the truck for so long, I don't know what happened. The seals are going bad. I got a lot of condensation in this headlight up here. So I'm gonna take this one out today while I'm up here at the shop and see if I can at least somewhat fix that before we get on the road to Orlando this weekend. That's the goal today with the truck. I've given it like all day sitting out in the sun and I'm actually really surprised that this worked because I've got all the moisture out of this light. So maybe I'll get lucky and it won't come back. But I'm about to put it back in the truck. It's definitely gonna look a lot better without the moisture in it, at least at night. We're finally leaving the show after the burnouts and I want y'all to hear the truck one time. Can when it's cold chops like crazy, bro. If you guys haven't seen my most recent video on the channel, 93 tune gas bill on a truck ain't fun. Anyway, if you guys haven't seen my most recent video on the channel, I drove my freshly canned, freshly built engined truck down to Orlando for Florida Truck Meet. Actually made a stop in Tallahassee, then took it to Orlando. So, you know, round trip I'll probably put, you know, close 500 to 1,000 miles on the engine, which is needed. I'm trying to break it in, obviously. We did the 500-mile break-in period, the oil change. You guys saw that clip in the video. So, I mean, I'm taking all the right steps to make sure that the engine is just performing properly. Really, only updates I have on the engine after driving it so far is I really just need to take it to the tuner. The shift points could be changed just a hair. And then I've got one little idle code that comes up just because he wanted it to chop more, which is something super easy that I could change. But I'm getting on the road. I'm in Orlando right now. We left Florida Truck Meet last night. It's about 8 o'clock, and I'm driving back to Atlanta today, so it'll be another 8-hour trip, or 6, 7, 8-hour trip, depending on, you know, how the day goes. I mean, just trying to keep you guys updated. It's my first real trip with the truck, so if you guys didn't see that video, the truck's got a couple clips of the truck in it, and it's got a really nice idle sound at the end of the video, so you guys should go check out that video. But anything crazy happens, I'll update you. If not, I'll see you guys when we get back to Atlanta. Let's get this bread. Oh, hey, and I got the chocolate milk for your ass. Chick-fil-A's closed this Sunday, so let's get this bread. So this is actually my first time in Blue Ridge in my entire life. And my mom had told me that there was a very skinny bridge that I'd have to go over to get over to the little, I guess, Airbnb or rental house, whatever you want to call it, that she's staying at for the next couple of days. Got the truck up here, obviously. Just made the 8-hour drive from Orlando. No issues. Coming up and down the mountains in Blue Ridge, truck is not bad at all. No complaints. It's a lifted truck going up hills. It's not gonna be perfect, but it definitely is nowhere near as bad as it was. Obviously, it's got a lot more power. Transmission's brand new, so I shouldn't have any issues, but I'll drop a clip so you guys can see the truck kind of going across the bridge. It's kind of sketchy, but it was cool, so I took a little reel. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see a reel of that. I got some drone shots for you guys too, so it's a cool little spot. I'm gonna just hang out for the night, and then it's Sunday, so obviously I gotta be at work tomorrow morning, so just come and have dinner and ride home. But made the main point of the video here is made the 8-hour drive. I'm running about 12 miles a gallon on the interstate right now, which is not bad for whatever reason. I feel like that's okay with the truck being where it's at right now. Trans temp is super, super cool. I mean, even at 85, 80 degrees in the middle of the day on the interstate for multiple hours, I'm barely pushing 150, 155, and I feel like that's acceptable with the big Mishimoto transmission cooler. No complaints out of the truck at the moment. Sounds great, looks great, rides great. No complaints, baby. This video is gonna be like an hour long, so I might as well wrap it up at some point. See if I can get you guys somewhat of a little start of the truck. Trying to give you guys as many opportunities to hear the new exhaust as possible. To a point where I can't even really film with the truck on because it's so loud, or I gotta stand really far away. Which I could go to a bigger muffler and quiet it down, but I don't think I'd have the idle sound that I really want. And it's got more of an older truck sound than a like race truck sound, and that's kind of what I was going for to begin with. But I am really happy with how it turned out. Gonna shut it off for a minute so we can talk. So there you have it. Truck is done. Truck is back in my possession. 2014 Chevy 1500, 24x14s, 375s. We did get the floating center caps put back on it, or floating center caps put on it. They're a lot dirtier now than it was when we first started, but we do have the Bread Gang center caps on the wheels now. Shout out to Andy from KG1, Nick from KG1, and the whole team over there, Josh. 2414 spreaders, Illusion Red, 375, 4024 Nittos. Might have to swap over to some Furies at some point soon. We got our 9-inch Mcgaughys lift with all the polished faceplates on it. Shout out to Mcgaughys for always taking care of me. Matching upper control arms, ball joint caps. I don't have them on the truck, but we got the compression struts that go on the front that we need to put the faceplates on. That's the only thing missing at the moment. And then we got the rear traction bars to match back there. As far as the engine, final build, we had the rebuilt 5.3, new pistons, new bearings, everything on the lower end rebuilt, ported, polished, bored 50 over. We did, let's see, on the top end, we did the DOD delete, and we did the stage 2 BTR cam, which was a great choice. I was told by BTR that you don't have to change the converter, and because of how big the wheels and tires are, it doesn't jump, doesn't shake at all. It's got that really nice cam shake to the truck. It's very minor. I didn't want any of that, and I'm super happy that I don't have that. But it ended up being just perfect. Didn't have to change the converter, and the new trans works beautifully with it. I do think the trans in this body style truck is trash to begin with. As far as the top end, new thermostat, new belts, gaskets on everything. I mean, all the stuff you need to do with these engines anyway when you're rebuilding these engines. We did a 6.2 intake manifold and throttle body. We did the S&B cold air intake. I did some cheapy shorty headers from Summit. I was gonna get Texas Speed, but they were on back order, so shout out to Texas Speed for working with me. We were gonna do them, but they were on back order, and I just didn't have enough time to wait for them. So shout out to the guys over at Texas Speed. We'll be doing some work with them on the next build that's coming that we've kind of got planned already, which I'm really excited about. And then we did, as far as exhaust work, no cats in the front. It's a true dual with an X pipe, which somebody told me that's still technically true dual, but I don't necessarily think it's true dual, but it is true duals from the headers to the X pipe and back. And then we did the 40 series Flowmaster on each side, and we did the 45-degree tips on the back. Now I think the tips could be a little bit further up. Overall, I'm not complaining at all. So finally have the truck back. It's been driving beautifully. I've put about 1,500 miles on the motor so far. Shout out to Vandy with his workshop. He's got a name for the shop, and he kept telling me what it is, and for the life of me, I can't remember. So shout out to Vandy and Dalton for doing the install for me. Shout out to the guys at the shop for taking care of me up to that point. They took the engine out. Shout out to Collins Machine Shop in Griffin. They did the lower half. And then shout out to Brewer Performance in Columbus for doing the tune on the truck. I've got one small thing I need to change on the tune, but it's not anything it's all personal preference is really what it is. So the build is done. It's back driving. I took it to to Orlando last weekend, and a couple of you guys got to see it in person because it seems like this truck is fake and it's not real, and most people don't get to see it. I don't really take it to shows or anything, and I don't know. I'm happy to be back in my original truck on the channel. The suspension setup is a dream of mine to have, and now to have it cammed at the same time is like a dream come true. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the whole build process. I know this video has been super long, and if you made it to this point, I love you so much. Make sure to like and drop a comment below. And as always, let's get this bread, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.